Hey everybody, what's up? It's Dr. V here again with another one of Dr. V Reviews. So today we're going to be doing a 2-for-1. We're going to be looking at the Turtles of Grayskull Mer-man, Mutated Mindless Leviathan, and the Turtles of Grayskull Moss-man, Mutated Master of Nature. Now, like most people in the collecting world, I am a sucker for translucent figures, so these were right up my alley. Let's take a look at the box art. I'll turn both these around. We'll start with Merman, and again, as usual, beautiful box art. We see a depiction here of mutated merman fighting against the four turtles. I guess they're trying to get the power sword, and there's this weird, maybe spider structure. I don't know if that's a plant or just a structure or a monster. But it says the ocean warlord heeded Skeletor's beckoning from Snake Mountain at his own peril. The two always held an uneasy alliance, but Merman did not suspect that he was walking into a trap. He was taken by an alien called Krang, covered in mutagen, and awoke forever changed in both his mind and body. Let's take a look at the back of Moss-man's box art. There we go. We see a mutated Moss-man going up against Leonardo, and his little bio states Eternia's living manifestation of nature. Moss-man joined He-Man to investigate the mysterious disturbance at the swamp of Gangoon. After an ambush took him out of commission, Moss-man rose from what he felt like a nightmarish slumber as a brainwashed abomination of all he once held dear. Pretty cool. Alright, let's open these guys up and check them out. Alright, here we have them out of the box with all of their accessories, and we'll start with Merman over here. Straight out of the box, he's very impressive. He's got a great face sculpt. I mean, take a look at that. I mean, whoops, there goes Moss-man. Face sculpt is just amazing. Love like the freaky red eyes and the mouth, this little dangly thing. Again, he's a translucent kind of sea blue, and he came out looking really good. He does come with a modified Lady Slither tail, has a fish tail on the end of it, and it's repainted. But otherwise, I mean, he looks great. I do want to see what he looks like with his other legs, because these legs I think look really great. I mean, the contrast between the gold shin guards, the purple loincloth, the gold belt, and then the light blue clear plastic, it just looks really cool. So we'll just put this together like that, and we'll look at that. I mean, that is actually a really good looking merman. I think that might be how I actually display him, because yeah, he looks really cool. This is a great piece too. I mean, oh, come on, you gotta stand up for me. This is a really good piece too. It's got some nice gold paint all the way in the front and back. The purple here is a kind of glittery metallic purple, and then it's cast in like a seafoam blue plastic. And again, taking a look at the armor on this figure, his chest piece, like many of the turtle figures, they have holes back here. I guess if you wanted to put a shell on there, you certainly could. And I just think it looks awesome. I love that translucent blue. I think that's how I'm gonna keep him. So we'll put him back over here. I mean, his articulation's pretty standard. I think if we've seen one review video with articulation, we've seen them all. Let's turn our attention now to good old Moss-man. Now, I will say this, for Moss-man, again, Moss-man was one of my favorite characters as a kid. But he, to me, looks like a werewolf. It's just cast in translucent green, and it's just, he's called Moss-man just because Mattel decided to call this figure Moss-man. Besides him being green, I see no resemblance to Moss-man at all. But hey, I'm down for just like a kind of freak show, figure that will just fit in with the rest of the figures and just look really cool. Diversify the the collection, make it look, you know, just overall like a lot cooler, more colorful, and with some weirdos in there. So he does come with some accessories. He does have his purple armor on here, and these little tendrils that fit into those little peg holes there. And then he comes with this little extension piece, which is like a hand that is projecting out of him. But if you look closely, let's see if I can show you, there are actually some canisters that I suspect are just mutagen canisters. There's one right there too. So I thought that was a neat little touch. And this little nub just goes in his hand. So we get something like this. So I thought it was pretty cool. Then he also comes with this kind of Venus flytrap accessory, and it does articulate right there. Comes with a neck piece, so we can take off his non-werewolf head and put that on there. I mean, that looks cool. Let's see if it goes this way. Yeah, no, this way. Yeah, either way, looks good. Or, they said you can, whoops, you can also, hang on, friends, we're having some technical difficulties here. All right, there we go. You can also put it on his hands. So we'll take the neck piece off, and we'll put his little wolfman, green wolfman head back on. And let's see if this works. We'll take off a hand here, and we'll just, you know, stick it in there. See if does that work? No, it doesn't. Well, guess it only goes on his head. Put his hand back on. But, you know, I don't know. I kind of dig the wolfman head. It's growing on me. Now, standing, that's always an issue. I did want to go back to the merman. I forgot about this other sword he came with. I think it looks pretty cool. It's got like some crustacean-y looking coral on it. I definitely think it was a better accessory than the little trident he came with. I'm pretty sure this is the one that comes with the cartoon collection. But either way, overall, really cool figures. You know, I'm happy to have them in my collection. Especially out of these two, I would say Merman comes out as my favorite. And they will look amazing when I get them in my collection and get them posed up. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this content, I would really appreciate a like, subscribe, and even throw me a comment. You can say, you know, out of these two, which one do you like the best, Merman or Moss-man? And, you know, tell me in the comments if you think that that you think if Moss-man looks like a werewolf. Alrighty, guys, that's all I got for you. I'll see you next time. Take care.